Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel. Happy 2026. I'm back with a Ipsy review today. I know we haven't done one of these in a long time, but it's okay. I haven't opened anything besides the package. Ooh. So first off, this is how the package looks. The little purse. Metallic silver, very cute. For you know, the new year. I think silver and gold are usually used for like Christmas and New Year. I'm not sure what we have, so let's take a look. They usually give you a little card, but I'm going to just take a quick look at what we have. So this is the Treasure Barrier Boost Glazing Milk. This is a golden herb tincture from Earth Harbor. I've never heard of this brand. So hopefully it's a good brand. It promises essence, moisturizer, smooth, barrier boost, glowing power. See the difference? And it says C with SEA, like C. What is this? Let your skin drink in a treasure trove. Apply to clean skin after treatments. Use aloe. AM and PM twice daily. Oh. So I'm not sure if we're supposed to use this, you know, before and after makeup. I think it's supposed to help your skin. And then I received this Blink Tubing Brow Juice. I've never heard of this brand either. The Blink Tubing Brow Juice. It's very interesting with Ipsy. They always send me like a bunch of different brands I've never ever tried or even heard of. Like I go to Ulta pretty often and sometimes Sephora, and I never run into these new brands that Ipsy seems to carry. It says here in their little pamphlet that I can use the Eye Revive mask underneath concealer. And that one is this one. And then I could use the Treasure Barrier Boost Glazing Milk from Earth Harbor Naturals, which is the serum, underneath makeup. Okay. All right. And I have not put anything on my skin, as you could probably tell. I look a little beat. It's okay. So it looks like this. And see that? Let me soften. I'm going to go ahead and just apply it on my hand, on the back of my hand. It's like a moderately beigey golden cream. It smells very fresh, very clean. For some reason, it's kind of reminded me of, I don't want to say it to sound wrong, but it kind of reminds me of like a paint. And I don't know if that's a good thing. It reminds me of like when you buy acrylic paint at Michael's. It has kind of like that faint paint smell. So I hope it's a good product, because I've never heard of this brand. But usually anything that I receive from Ipsy, it's usually really good. It helps your skin a lot. At this point, I believe I've had Ipsy for like three solid years. Never been sponsored, and it's okay. I'm talking about the products just because I think they're really cool and unique. And then after that, I'm going to try the Eye Revive mask, which is Pro Collagen. This one says Tired Eyes too. The multitasking eye mask. Layer under concealer in the morning for smoother application and bright, well-rested look. Oh, I should probably say how much they retail, right? So this one in the full size, it retails for $92, which is really expensive. And I got the little travel size. And then this one over here, the glazing milk, retails for $22, which is not too bad. Ipsy always sends really good products. Again, products I've never heard of, but the retail value is usually really high. This one just looks like an average primer, clear silicone. It might not be silicone, let me. I feel like the glazing milk is already helping reduce the natural redness from when I started the video. I already look a lot more hydrated. Let me see. Oh, apply thin layer. Oops. Leave to absorb. So you have to leave it on a little bit before you apply anything. I'm not sure if it's silicone based. I believe it's silicone based. Alright, so I'm going to leave it on without putting anything on for a little bit. Okay. And I did not receive any foundation or anything. I'm going to go ahead and get started and probably try out some new stuff. Maybe. I hadn't removed my piercing because I know people are always asking me. Okay. This year I decided to start using a little sponge again. I had not used one in a long time. I was getting used to using the brush. But sometimes when you use the brush, I feel like it makes your, like it kind of dries out your skin a little more. Where this one, you're hitting it with the hydration. I recently watched Manny MUA and Laura Lee's current videos for this year, where they were talking about how 2016 came back, and it was a very pivotal moment in makeup, and I honestly do agree. I would say, you know, looking back, because I did grow up during that era, seeing them on YouTube, it changed my life a lot, and it influenced me to enjoy makeup, to get into costume design classes to get into special effects makeup. I was watching a lot of Jordan Hans. I'm not sure if any of you have ever watched her channel. I highly recommend watching Manny, Laura, Jordan Hans, Patrick Star. If you ever feel like you need to really feel inspired, I feel like they're really good people to look up towards. Yeah. And now that we went in with our foundation, I'm going to go ahead and start my bronzer. And today we got the K-Boss Bronze Beauty. I've never tried this one. This one's in the color Chelsea. Let me see how much it retails for. Apply to lids as warm bronzy base for eyeshadow. So this one, obviously, you know, with eyeshadow makeup, you can use it for whatever you want, realistically. So this one, you could use it for eyeshadow or, you know, the bronzer. This one retails for $36. I always like to smell them to see if they smell funky. I just remember 2016 being a very pivotal moment in makeup. It inspired me a lot. It was like my first or second year in college at Cal State San Bernardino. And I was inspired by them. I was taking costume design, you know, special effects makeup class. Very pivotal year in my life before entering adulthood on my own. I was still very young and lost. And I would say I'm still kind of lost at times, you know. It's cute, but it's not giving me full coverage. It's giving me clean girl. And I'm not sure if we're going for that vibe this year. I don't know. I need more. I'm going to just keep piling it on. It looks like it's getting a little more intense, which is what I want. Pretty color. I usually do this because I have a fat neck. I just think it would be interesting, you know, to bring back 2016 makeup. It was not always my favorite. It looked a little bit over the top, but I was very like enthralled, very like amazed at the people on YouTube during that time. I remember watching Jeffree Star videos. They had a lot of like collaborations. Christian Dominique, Jackie Aina. Very influential time period for makeup. And I was very lucky to, you know, start school and start watching them as I was growing up. And I'm very happy. Very happy to have had someone to look up to for makeup, because I always thought it was something that was really hard to do. And, you know, it's kind of like a creative outlet. I've always thought of makeup as a very fun creative outlet. You don't even have to do it on anyone else. You could just do it on yourself. And it just makes you feel very, very calm, very, very good, like afterwards. I don't know. I'm not sure if everyone feels that. I feel that way. You know, having people to look up to, it really helped me kind of better my skill and enjoy wearing makeup when I was not really good at it before. Okay, this is another Ipsy product that I've used before. This is the Moon Slice Beauty. This is the blush. And this one's called Beautiful. This one's already worn down. I've used it a lot. I used to go out of my way. I remember back in 2016, I will post a little picture of like, I have a picture of the makeup I was buying at the time. And I remember back then thinking, wow, the makeup is it's getting a little more expensive. Compared to now, I would not be complaining. I know I'm probably going to hear it in the comments. I probably have blush blindness, blindness, but I honestly don't care. I love blush. You can't tell me otherwise. Go ahead and start my brows. I'm using like an old Morphe pencil for my brows. I'm not even sure how long I've had it, but you know, it's okay. I recently bedazzled my mirror and it's super cute. I was not a fan of the 2016 brows. They were very blocky, very crazy looking. I like to do like a little outline with the pencil first, and then I go back with the little gel. Today I'm using the little Morphe brow cream. This one's the color Chocolate Mousse. And I found this one at TJ Maxx for $4.99. I don't know if you could see that. I found it at TJ Maxx for $4.99, which is a steal. I think their original price is $7, or maybe it's more. I'm not sure. I've never really bought like a brow product from Morphe. I usually use the Anastasia brow. So it was really fun to find this little brow gel. And I believe the little brush that they gave us for the brows, it's mostly just to comb the little hairs. The worst part about doing brows is literally when you're trying to get them to match and they're just not cooperating. This is a nice color. Very nice, smooth. I recommend the Morphe one. Very cool that I found it on cheap. Go ahead and try their brow wiz or brow juice from Blink Tubing. This one retails for $24 for the full-size product. It's a first-of-its-kind brow gel using tubing technology to coat each hair in a lightweight, flexible layer that helps define, set, and nourish. It's a serum. Apply in upward strokes to mimic. That's pretty obvious. I think it smells a little bit like grape. I love a good brow gel. Just keeps them in place. I like my brows pretty thin, I would say. I don't like them too crazy. Just because I've seen some crazy brows in my day. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go in with the MAC Pro Longwear Painterly Paint Pot. This one's one of my favorite eye bases. And earlier we used the little eye mask from Almaz. I like using the Painterly Paint Pot still though. This one puts the eye very, very nice. It's a little expensive, but I highly recommend this if you love wearing eyeshadow and you wear your makeup all day. I highly recommend the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Go ahead and pop the sucker back in. Excuse me. Alright. So now, I did not get any eyeshadow for today's Ipsy bag, but I do have some eyeshadow like usual. This is a cute Ulta Beauty collection eyeshadow. Very cute colors, very blushy. This one was given to me during Christmas, so I'm excited to use this. I've never had the Ulta Beauty brand. And so far it hasn't disappointed me, you know, because earlier I used the primer. I feel like everything old is trending again, and it's kind of exciting and nerve-wracking. Um, like I was seeing online, a lot of people are talking about like the Dooney and Burke bags coming back. The Coach has always been around. I remember my older sisters always wanting to have a Coach bag. Same with my mom. And so Dooney and Burke. I never had any of these, by the way. Um, it was a little too early for me. So I definitely remember seeing my older sisters having, you know, the Coach bags, the Dooney and Burke. What was the other one? There's like one more. Ed Hardy and all of that has come back, and it's crazy because this time around, you know, I have found some things for me, and it just feels weird to have, you know, the opportunity to wear the same brand that my older siblings did at one point. All right. I don't know. I just thought I would share that. Okay, so this one, I'm going to start off with the little pink one here. This one's called Tart. It has a cute little cherry. Very Valentine's-y. Next, I'm going to be using this brown shade right here with the other little cherries. This one's called Sweet. Got me these brushes for Christmas, and I am in love with them. She did a really good job picking these, I think. And I'm going to mix in a little bit of the color Pucker Up, which is this mauvey red brown. For those of you that don't know how to do eyeshadow, you always want to start on the corner and then do windshield wiper motion. Probably the best advice I've ever been given for beginners. Start in the corner and then windshield wiper. If you're wondering why didn't I film anything for the month of December 2025, I honestly like I enjoy filming, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to like holidays and like family, I feel like you just want to be able to cherish the time, you know, with your family, with your I was very happy to see my mom this year for Christmas. I don't live with her anymore, And I got to have her stay over here at my place. And I don't know, I just didn't want to bother filming and interrupt that time that I'm sure most YouTubers would probably be like, you know, I need to get my video out. I need to do my 12 days of Christmas. And I have fun watching those, but for me personally, I just feel like I'd rather spend time with family and like focus on them first. All right, I'm just gonna take my finger and use the color Wild Cherry, which is this color right here. It's a shimmer. I feel like when it's a shimmer shade, you always want to go in with your finger, preferably, as long as they're clean. It applies makeup a lot nicer than using a brush. If you use a brush with the shimmer, you usually struggle with pigment payoff. Sorry, shaking the table here. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before. I'm currently going through the whole bariatric program. It's like a 6-month program, and I just finished it. They already gave me the congratulations letter. You know, you finally made it. Congrats on your future surgery. I plan on getting the RNY bariatric surgery, the bariatric bypass. Just because I feel like I always struggled with my eating habits. Even when I was like 10 years old, I remember my mom having me on not Weight Watchers. She didn't have me on Weight Watchers, but she had me on acupuncture at 10 years old. And although it helped, you know, over time, I just realized that, you know, my eating habits were an issue, and I struggled constantly with my weight. I tried very hard. Like, I remember 2016, I was doing a lot of Zumba. I was doing a lot of Zumba classes, a lot of cardio boot camp classes. I was doing yoga. I was very active, but I still wasn't getting the payoff I really wanted. So I feel like, you know, over time I have stayed really active, but I just feel like, you know, I'll give this a try. I don't know. It's very scary, and I'm finally approved, but, you know, I'm just hoping everything turns out well. Because right now I've been doing like their little protein shake diet where, you know, they make you drink one for breakfast, one for lunch, and then I'm able to have my dinner as long as it's healthy. And I finally got approved. I'm waiting on an actual date to schedule my surgery. It's nerve-wracking. I'm excited. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I just hope everything goes well. Anyone out there listening, please pray for me. Anyone's watching. Alright. I know that's TMI. Okay, so next I'm going to be using the shade Jolie. It's like Julie. Another shimmer. Use it under the eye. I have tried the what is it, the Wegovy injections and the what do you call it? Wegovy weight loss injections, right? They're very popular. They became very popular over the past year and a half. Over the past 2 years. I work out a lot, and my eating habits were still kind of suffering, even though I did the injection. It did not help me as much as I was anticipating it would help. And so we're gonna go looking for the lip liner. This one's Lucky Chick, called Sweetie. This one came with 2 lip liners. I believe I got this one from an Ipsy Bag as well. And these products are still available on the Ipsy website. If you do decide to get a subscription with Ipsy, you're able to add on, you know, the products they've had before in previous months. And I'm going to go ahead and go in with that lip plumper. I wonder if I'm able to use like a lipstick or anything over it. I'm not sure. This one looks like this. Ooh. It has a little pen, but basically a pen. And the product is slowly coming out. I believe I tried a similar lip plumper, and it might have been back in 2016, 2017, when Elf had something similar to this. I remember it. It smelled more minty, more like eucalyptus. Oh, it's pretty. I like it. It's basically like its own little gloss. I didn't expect that. Very pretty. I would wear this again. I can feel my lips tingling, and it's getting me excited because I remember I tried one of the Elf lip plumpers back in 2016, 2017, back when they were, you know, a lot more affordable. They're still affordable, but, you know, economy. And I remember it smelled like eucalyptus. It didn't have the pen mechanism. It just had the little twist mechanism that, you know, you see on most products. This is pretty cool. I like it. It smells nice. It looks pretty. 10 out of 10. I would buy that again. I recommend this one. This one's my favorite product from this month's Ipsy Bag. This Elf lip plumper. Wow. For retail price $9. I believe it's $9. I would buy this. I would definitely gravitate towards this. Maybe these two. The brow and the lip. These 2 products. Although I'm not sure if I would buy this because it's kind of pricey. Let me see. I'm always using that little paper. Let me see. So the lip plumper is $9. Okay, I could buy them. I could see myself buying these. This one retails for $24, which is not bad. Very nice products right here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set the face and maybe put on a little bit of highlighter. Oh, I didn't. Whoa. I didn't even put any eyeliner or mascara. Well, let me quickly do that. All right, dolls, I'm back. I put my lashes on. I put some eyeliner on. Those are all products you've seen before, so I didn't want to really recap on them. I am going to be trying this MAC Elevated Mascara. This is the MAC Stack Mascara. I've never tried this one. I just got this one in a little sample size, you know, when I did my little Christmas shopping. So we're going to try it together. This one's in the color Black Stack Mascara. This one has kind of like a curvy one. I always like to look down. And if you want more of like the droopy, I wouldn't call it droopy, more of like the grungy look with your mascara, you just have to layer it on a little more at the outer corner. Which is usually what I do. I like to look sad and happy at the same time. Okay. So that's our mascara. It's very cute. I would buy this again. I'm not sure the retail value of this one, because it was given to me in a little sample size. But I do like it. It doesn't smell funky. My favorite products from this Ipsy bag were definitely the lip plumper from e.l.f. and the little gel wand that they sent. And yeah, I don't have a new highlighter, and I might toss some of my highlighters. I'm not sure yet. Just because they're so old, dirty, and stuff. I should probably look for a new highlighter. It's okay. My face looks very glossy. I'll probably wear a little bit. I know 2016, 2017, 2018 were definitely like very highlighter years. I try not to use too much now, because I have the pictures for evidence, and I was looking very crazy. I don't know. It's not giving what it used to give. Alright. And I'm going to set my face with the MAC Fix Plus Magic Radiance. I like the Magic Radiance one because it gives you that extra little glow. Okay. And I'm going to set my face once I find my purse. Okay, this is my January bag as we go into February. I'm a huge loungefly collector. I'm not sure who else loves loungefly. I have a ton at this point, and I always like to swap like twice a month. Very cute, very cute. I recently got started liking the baby 3 keychain plushies. I saw these at Walmart, Target, and I think Hot Topic. I'm not sure. Hot Topic had their own version, but I've been enjoying the baby 3, keychain plushie line since last year we did the whole Labubu. I feel like we're kind of moving away, or maybe, I don't know. Um, Labubu might surprise us from Pop Mart. Pop Mart's a little expensive, which is the reason why I don't really promote them. Like, I'm on a budget. I'm not trying to buy the most expensive keychain plushie. All right. So to set my face, and that's going to be the final step, I'm going to use this LA Colors setting color powder. This one's in the shade Ivory. And I usually just use a kabuki brush. I used to use, I know we're kind of reminiscing about 2016. I used to use the Airspun. I forget what the actual name of it is. Like an Airspun powder. I think that's what it's called. And it comes with the little orange cap. And I would buy that one at Walmart and Ulta. And that one works really good too. It has like a slight little bit of color, but I feel like honestly, like any color powder, this one's already worn. Any color powder does a good job like setting the face. I used the Airspun back in 2016. Later on, over time, I believe in 2018, 2019, I was using the Milani one, and they had a good powder too. And then now that I'm, economy recession, because times have changed, I'm using the LA Colors from Dollar Tree, and it has not disappointed me. I am a huge fan of this, and I highly recommend it if you need a face powder and you're on a budget, or just any, mascara. I find mascara at Dollar Tree all the time. I find lipstick from Dollar Tree, really good brands. And I believe LA Colors is it. Definitely affordable, very fun. It's going to give you that look. I don't always feel like it's about expensive makeup. I feel like whatever makeup you wear, it just depends on your technique. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of long today. I'm just happy to be back and see you guys for 2026. I hope you all have a wonderful start to the new year. I'm not sure. Are we still doing goals for this year? Because I know my goal is to kind of trim down a little. I know that's probably everyone's other personal goal or whatever. I am getting bariatric surgery this year, so I'm a little scared. We're gonna have to wait and see. Wish me luck. Pray for me. I believe I have a consultation for my actual surgery day on February 10th, February 11th, somewhere around there. And I'll finally get my date for surgery. I'm very scared, to say the least. But hopefully I get to see you guys soon, and hopefully everything goes well. All right, you guys. Bye, dolls. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Bye.